Hello everyone, Chris here. Beginning of the episode, run down the fine folks on Patreon who decided to give us some money. We say thank you to that. And let's get through that list here real quick and get you into the story, because things are heating up, to say the least. We got Taylor. We got Drowrin. We got Miles. We got Randy. We got Yam. We got Colby. We got Thomas. We got Randy G, we got Laszlo, and lastly, but not leastly anymore, it used to be Laszlo, but now we've moved on to Hovo, H-O-V-O. Thank you all so much for your continued support on Patreon. It means a lot to us, and that's all I really got. I want to get you guys into these episodes, because things are, they're hitting the peak, and I think next recording session we do is going to be the end of the story, so we are closing in on the end. So, thanks everybody. Bye.
Welcome, weary dreamscape travelers, to Nighttime Island Radio. The only place where sleepy eludes you and dreamy pastures are always on the horizon. I will be your shepherd this evening, and you can call me Little Whispers. Just listen to my voice, and I will regale you of tales not your own, and hardships far, far away. Now just sit back and let your mind wander, my sheep. Ace and Strauss learned that Azathoth is sleeping beneath this very island. They now know that they need to collect all the ritual pieces and conduct the ritual so that the pure awakening doesn't occur. The agents reconvene, and they also debrief each other on the events that transpired. Duffy and Reflux getting the code to the door, as well as Ace and Strauss having bargaining material for Fauna Malos to try to get a better look at her side of the scroll. And to everyone's surprise, Kevin is successful in retrieving the drum and the flute. They immediately debark to the library, and Strauss is successful, learning the ritual. Having everything in their arsenal, they decide to confront Tiffany Malos and see what she knows, only to have their plans sorely turned south. Just a little too late, though, as the agents learn that Frederick Malos had some fail-safes to make his plans more concrete, and as the interrogation of Tiffany Malos comes to a climax, she shows them in real time what one of those fail-safes were. She shoots herself in the head in total faith in her cause. Meanwhile, the agents immediately wake up in room 237, starting everything over again. Faith is such a double-edged sword in the end. It's always in the name of a higher power and so oppressive at the same time. I hope the agents catch up quick. Tick-tock, tick-tock, at the hemlock. Sweet dreams, my little flock. Until next time.
Hello, my turtle doves.
Yay.
You know, I was looking.
Forget about that.
I was looking how to say that in other languages, and it does not sound great. Even in Japanese, I was like, "This is supposed to be like really nice and like fluent," and it's just like "konnichiwa," and and I'm like, "No, it sounds great. It's not as great as I thought it'd be." So, yeah,
What's the translation in like Japanese?
It's like "konnichiwa, watashi wa." I didn't save it on my phone.
But is it like "Good morning, my turtle doves," or is it like, is there another way it's phrased?
Oh, that I don't know. Do they say? I don't know.
I don't know, because I other languages have different pretenses.
Yeah, it's like, is it turtle dove or is it squab that sits in tree?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so it turns out, everyone listening, that the first week of Mercury retrograde has havoc on everyone at the table. So
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Oh, that means the planets are against you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's my own poor choices.
Yeah.
It's real. It's logical.
I
It's,
would like
proven.
to share with the groups. I already shared with Cody and Chris already know, but I just want to share with Tyler and Jake a little snippet of my week. And I'm not going to go through all of it. I'll just do like the funny part now that it's funny and not like, okay. Have either of you seen a plastic surgeon?
Like walking down the
professionally?
street, or
Like made an appointment to
No.
go see a plastic surgeon?
never.
No.
Okay. Well,
For a medical reason in this case.
for medical reason.
No BBL.
So like I
I've been
had to
thinking about
go see a plastic surgeon because I'm having breathing problems. And like I did all the things. I went to go see an ear, nose, throat doctor and everything, still having breathing problems. If you go see a plastic surgeon, I would recommend just mentally know that they are solely doing their job and not just calling you butt for ugly.
Hold on. Are they, or are they trying to upsell you on what they want to try to like
Could
sell
be
you
both
for?
things.
I do think I'm in good hands. I do.
Okay.
They were doing their job. But like, so I go in and the first person that sees me, so like, this is in Seattle and I'm already like super fucking nervous. And so like the first person that sees me takes one look at me and like everyone listening at home, I know what I look like. I'm not a Heidi Klum, but I'm also like, you know, part fog banshee, part like gamer girl. Like I know what I look like and I'm not fishing for compliments. I know. And he takes one look at me. We get through the door and he's like, "Are you having a seizure?" And it's because my lower lip is paralyzed, so it kind of looks sometimes like I'm having a seizure, especially when I'm kind of nervous. And I'm like, "No, but thank you for asking." And so we get to the room.
I thought you were going to tell me that like he was going to guess what you were going to get plastic surgery.
Oh my god! So we get into the room, and then like the doctor assistant. So it's like a teaching hospital. So this lady comes in, and she's very kind, and she sees me talking, and she stops me, and she's like, "Are you having a seizure?" And I'm thinking like, if you were having a seizure, would you know enough to be like, "Yes, I am having it"? So I was like, "No."
Yeah, a lot of them would, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know a couple people that have seizures, and usually, they know.
They're like, even before they start moving, they're like, "I'm having a seizure."
Yeah, like
right
they
now,"
would know.
And then they start
I
seizing.
wouldn't know. Anyway,
Well, I guess
so,
that's the weird thing. It's
maybe
like
not
they're-
a stroke, but a
They're
seizure.
prompting for it, so it's like the niche amount of people that know they're having a seizure, but that are like willing to not, but they don't want to interrupt the other person. Like, oh, I've been waiting for a good time to mention this.
Okay.
I am having a seizure.
Yeah.
But
Say no.
You need
I
to
would
call an ambulance
absolutely.
right
There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
scenario on planet Earth if I have seizures where I don't immediately go,
Yeah.
stop, I'm having
Yeah,
a seizure.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
wait
know.
for you to finish.
I don't know if they need to
Yeah.
ask. Yeah.
So then I wait like another 40 minutes for the doctor to come in because they're running like an hour behind. And the doctor comes in, starts asking me questions, and he stops me, asks me if I'm having a seizure. So like obviously these guys are well in tune with what people are. Anyway, we didn't even get to my nose until like the last 20 minutes of like the hour I'm sitting with him because he went through like my lip paralysis and then he went through my uneven eyes because that's a whole nother thing. And apparently another surgery is required
Yeah,
for
that
those.
sounds like upselling. Like
Yeah.
if he knows why you're
Well,
there.
that's function wise because if they keep drooping, I could go blind at some point. So like
geez.
that's function
But
wise.
doesn't he know why you are there right now?
Yes.
Which is your nose. So he's trying to.
He was just
upsell you
going
right
through the
now.
Probably true. Yeah. No. For sure.
But then he got to my nose, and my nose is just too small, so it doesn't have like the room to have air passage. And then he was just like, "Okay, so we need to do like a total nose reconstruction because we need to open up we need to make your nose bigger for your face, because it's just not big enough." And also, like my glasses always slide, so there's like collapse valves in there and everything. So he's just like, "We basically just need to take your whole nose off and then put it back on
Jeez.
again."
This seems like something you should get a couple opinions about.
It was just like I never paid that much attention to my face until I had people just scrutinizing it right and left.
Yeah.
So that was just like the
Yeah.
beginning part of my week. That was just a hell week anyway. So I guess getting into it, we've taken like a month off at this point. So like just to
Yeah.
recoup, re-go over what we just went over from last week. If anyone didn't get a chance to listen to the last episode.
Like me.
Y'all triggered the failsafe, one of the failsafes that Frederick Mallows put into place, and
So that was okay. So the last thing that happened was when we went to go confront Tiffany.
Yes.
And I shot her bodyguard in the head.
Yes.
And I shot her.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to remember the sequence.
And then
of
she
events.
shot herself.
Then
and
she
then
shot herself
And then we woke up in
in the room.
Yep.
237.
And we're at -5.
Is it
penalty.
negative? Is it 5% or is it 3? I wrote 3% on my sheet.
We had 3%, and then we got another 2 because of the
okay.
day reset.
Yep.
Good call. Yep.
Yep.
Keep track of that shit.
Yeah, you guys have done a lot of research. I feel like you guys have,
So-
you know what needs to be done.
We
and
know the
how to
ritual.
do it.
Kind of.
I guess when we wake up, do we have all of the notes that we took on the ritual from the previous day?
No.
Well, I learned.
So we gotta
didn't
go-
I learn it?
Well, you learn. Well, Tyler knows it. Strauss read the
Right.
ritual. He learned the ritual. He didn't forget the ritual, but he knows the rituals.
Right. So we need like a speed run of us just like punching old people and taking
Yeah.
shit.
What if Duffy gets the ritual tattooed on his back?
I like this.
I mean, we could go another loop and find out. So, quick question.
There's just a shot of him like fucking ripped, and it's just his back with like this full like crazy back
Yeah.
tattoo.
But
And he's
it-
like,
There's no like legit like it's like going to be like a stick and poke tattoo because there's like no legitimate tattoo.
yeah, it's gonna be a traditional Polynesian tattoo where it's just like fucking hammer and stick, and he's just like, I'm the arbiter now.
Dude, I bet the old guy on the dock could do it for us.
Right. So we know if we give the Statue of Liberty to the little guy on the dock, we don't have to punch him.
And
I mean, we can punch him if we want.
you,
Yeah.
you could. I did roll to see if Kevin would do that, and Kevin succeeded. So, I
So now
was
we know
like,
we got that.
Yeah.
So there's also a tape recorder that we have not found yet.
Yeah,
Oh.
they found it at the
Yeah.
The
Oh,
place.
did you find it?
Yeah,
with
they told us.
Topanga, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it at the radio
The
station?
parrot lady.
Then what
Yeah.
was
It was.
I guess-
Macaw Macaw or
I
whatever.
don't-
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Jim
Did you
McGraw.
actually go over everything you learned from her?
Yeah, we did.
I
I
don't
don't
remember.
think I don't feel like we learned a shitload from her. We learned a little bit from her. The big thing was we got a code from the tape player and we talked to Topanga.
What was the code?
Topanga was the parrot.
Yes, the
Yes.
code was the one that
The one that he went through and did all the
Yeah.
compliments.
Oh,
the-
by the way,
binary
that's
stuff
right.
on.
that does remind me. I'm gonna give Cody an extra roll, like
Yay.
just because like that
Absolutely.
was so creative and it made sense. I'm not that smart,
Yeah.
but like it was so creative and like out of the box thinking that I wish that I like that could have paid off
know.
for you because it was really cool.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
It was one of the
just
most Cody moments I've experienced,
Yeah.
and it was awesome to like. You got that little glimpse inside how his brain
know.
works.
Oh, that's right.
It was
It's
just like
the-
firing all synapses. Like, oh shit! Like I believe him now. Like, there's no reason why.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I? Believe
I'm just
this?
amazed that the coincidence worked out that way.
So that was
like,
the,
it's kind of amazing, actually.
Yep.
That when you went all Rain Man on that code.
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Mind
was the
palace.
code for
The-
under room 137.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's right.
That's correct.
That's right.
Which next time, can you make it room 138 so there's a Misfits reference to make me happy?
Oh, sure. Misfits, not the show, but the band.
Yes, the band.
Eh.
Oh, dude, are you talking about the British one?
Yeah.
That shit's so
Oh.
good.
It's so good, right?
It's a good
I've
show.
never seen it.
Well, the first two seasons, and they just kind of like
As usual, they go
Disney.
off the rails. Same as like Heroes and all
Well,
that
then everyone
bullshit.
just signs up for something bigger, so they have to like redo all the cast members, and then everyone's just not as entertaining.
And then you watch Game of Thrones, and that guy's just like filleting the Greyjoy kid.
Yep.
And dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I liked
That
you
shit
so
got
much
me.
in Misfits.
That shit got
what
me.
happened to
Yeah,
you?
that was weird.
It was crazy.
He was a good. He was a good.
You good actor, yeah.
Whatever the guy's name was.
Ramsey Bolton.
Yeah, that dude.
Yes,
He was a
yeah.
good Ramsey Bolton.
Yeah, I hated him. In that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't. I guess I understand why they didn't go as hard as they did as the books, but like,
Yeah.
I was really wondering
They
how.
went harder in the book.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ramsey Bolton was a bigger piece of shit in
Oh,
the books.
shit.
It
Crazy.
gets even.
That was censored. What we
There's
saw?
some there's some
wow,
dogs
yeah.
involved.
There's some real fuck shit.
yeah, there's some real
Crazy.
Eating claw shit.
I
in
almost
that.
feel like
Gosh.
I almost feel like you can't be too good of a bad guy because like the Prince in that show as well, like both of them, like I don't know, they like disappeared. They're like I'm done acting because
Well,
like
yeah, the kid.
everyone
got,
hates me right now.
Yeah, he got like.
Joffrey?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
got typecast.
Assaulted,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you can't do too well at a bad guy role.
Yeah.
I know.
This just sucks.
Unless you're like William Dafoe, he keeps getting jobs.
That's
That's
true.
awesome.
But he's got, I mean, I love
'cause
William
he's
Dafoe.
incredible.
Yeah.
He's got the face and the
Yeah.
voice.
And apparently a massive dick, so I bet that
Nice. Yeah, that is.
I wouldn't
yeah.
doubt
Yeah,
it.
if you watch Antichrist, I'm pretty sure you see his dick in
Actually,
that
I'm pretty sure that's a body double because I was
Oh.
reading I was
Not
reading
big
that
enough.
I was reading that it like when they did that his dick is actually so big that it was alarming, so
Yeah.
they got it doubled. It's
Damn,
smaller.
dude.
They're like
That's
this.
amazing.
They're like this movie is about the baby, but if we show Willem Dafoe's dong,
Yeah.
people might think that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
People might get scared of. His
In Hollywood,
dick.
it's untouchable. Like you can't show him nude because like it's an unspoken agreement that like nobody shows him nude because it just
it'll change the movie.
it's
too
an
big.
open Pandora's
It's
box.
gonna ruin its masculinity is gonna tank. It's like
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
gonna I can't live up to
Yeah,
that.
he's
Like,
It's just a baby arm.
Too
just dangling
distracting.
there
Yeah, exactly.
With an elbow and
People
everything.
wouldn't be thinking about anything else for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
True.
You're casting me with Defoe? I can't.
Okay.
Jeez.
That was tangent. Tangent.
That's good.
Yeah, where were we doing?
We're gonna go punch some old people. Okay, so we
Yeah.
need to figure out. So I think we all wake up
They wake up in this room.
Yeah. Same daytime radio.
same day.
Same day that you woke up previous. You wake up to the radio.
I would
Go on.
immediately bolt out the door, though, and I want to grab somebody and ask them what day it is. Because
So-
it's to, like, verify this.
If you the first
Like-
person you see outside of the door are the maids.
Okay. Just grab one. Hey! I'm just like, grab her and shake her. Listen to me! What day is it?
Sorry, I keep forgetting. May 18th was the.
Yeah, I guess I should have looked
I
that
think-
up.
Put it down.
We have restarted the day.
You have.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Now this is out of character one, but you mentioned there was chloroform in the thing that we could use on Homegirl. There was some chloroform in the green box
There
that we
is.
could use on Malo. Now, are we doing like movie chloroform, or are we doing real life chloroform where it's going to take like half an hour to set in? Are we doing like movie shit where it's like 30 seconds she's out?
I'll give it to you if it's like 30 seconds she's out.
Okay, so we're doing movie chloroform.
But
Cool.
like to give you some like options that you like have and I've like, given to you. But like Susie also has sleeping pills at the clinic. There's the sedative bag at
Yeah, that's what
Lenore
I was.
Graves.
That was my first thought was the sedative bag. But you'd mentioned chloroform. I was like, well, are we
That's
going to
more
do?
fun.
We're going to do like actual chloroform or like Hollywood
No,
chloroform.
I'll give it to you.
Cool,
It's there
done.
for that purpose, so I'm not going to be like, no, she's struggling.
Yeah, it's going to
She's
take
got
3
other-
minutes.
You can do the poor man's
Real
chloroform and just choke her out and then make her breathe.
I'm going to do a
Yeah.
1d4 for how many minutes it takes. All right, well, sorry, 4 minutes.
But you do have
Cool,
options. I
perfect.
gave you plenty of options for whatever you would want.
So
to
then
do.
what's our plan of attack? What is our
That's what
thought?
we got to figure. That's going to be the hard part.
So we need to
So-
do this weird ritual.
we need to figure out the code to the. So do we know the code
Yeah.
to the thing?
We got it on the tape player.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we know the code to the whatever's under the room.
Hypothetically.
Theoretically.
That it could
We need
work.
to figure out who is going to take the place.
Yes.
Of the brother.
Yeah.
I think it should be the little kid. He's already blind. He's the youngest, so the ritual would last the longest. But also, as Delta Green agents, are we trying to reinitiate this ritual and keep this island okay for
We're
another
gonna have
70
to.
years?
Yeah.
Or
burn it down.
are we trying to actually just stop this whole thing?
So
We don't know if we can stop the
Yeah.
whole
We-
thing.
I'm
That's
And
with
the
Chris
thing.
also,
on that.
I think we're just assuming that all of this ritual stuff is legit. Like this is the only way it can go down.
Well, I mean, that's what they've been doing, and nothing bad's happened. So I think
Well, just because they've been doing it doesn't
I
mean
think
something
Ace
bad's
is in
gonna-
the mindset of like, we have to find somebody to take this place, and then we have to tell Delta Green like, hey, every X amount of fucking years, you guys got to come back, do all this shit, and make sure that this keeps happening. So whether it's going to
that-
be you leave Hulk Hogan and what's her name here, Hogan and Whisper,
Whispers.
to do this shit, and like until they die, and then you station 2 more agents on this fucking island. I don't know.
What was our exact objective given to us by Delta Green?
I believe I got it.
It usually
here,
comes down to
right?
containment, right?
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's all you normally can
Locate and retrieve missing agents. This is west.
So we've not done.
We have
that
not
at
done
all.
anything to that. Find out why
Fuck
people
them.
go missing. We have figured that out. And do not let whatever's happening on the island off the island by any means necessary.
Well, we already felt that because Frederick Marlowe left. So
Well, he left before we even got
Yeah.
there.
I'm saying we technically can't do that.
Okay,
one
so
'cause
that
he's
part's
gone.
out, but we still haven't found the missing agents.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of have, but what's happening to us is what happened to them.
Well, I think they're probably in the hatch.
Probably.
Or if we follow that hatch, I think we'll get to that next part of
you
the
know
story.
what?
So there's one.
We're only one floor above that hatch
Exactly,
right
we could do that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So plus, there's other agents. Let's just make one of those fucking agents. Let's make Wes do it. That way, I'll just completely fuck up
Yeah.
the program.
So there's
now.
one.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck up the timeline.
yeah.
There's one theory I think that y'all spoke to that I think is relevant to restate here. That the original ritual was meant to keep it sleeping, and then that's when there were no issues, right? And then at some point, Frederick went and did the ritual, and like there was a period where he can talk to Azathoth or whatever.
When
and so
in the transfer.
Yeah,
right.
as it's happening.
So he talked. So the last time it happened, he talked to Azathoth, and then when like, oh, I've been doing it wrong, and then that's when everything started to get fucked.
That's when he did his own ritual. Yeah.
So I think so clearly something happened there. Maybe Azathoth was like, "Yo, wake me up before you go."
Wake me up inside.
And then,
damn it.
Yeah. And then so that happened, and then he changed everything. So now the thing he changed was the thing that started all of the repeat day shit.
Yeah, he created his own ritual that's doing that,
and it's
to empower,
life,
like to wake, to give Azathoth power.
Exactly.
We are batteries to power up Azathoth.
Exactly.
Right
So it implies then, it logically follows that if we return to the old ritual, then people will no longer be sapped of their energy, which means they'll no longer be time locked, which means we'll get the old agents back.
Theoretic? I mean, we don't know. We'll get it back.
Yeah, maybe they'll show up whenever we make it to, what is it, March 19th?
May
19th?
I just always forget the day. I'm so
Maybe,
sorry.
Yeah, maybe that's when
150 people are going to wake up in room 237.
And they're all clipped into each other, and their arms are just like...
It's like a big...
They're all just screaming.
That's where Azathoth comes from. Just this massive bodies melded together.
It's just the thing creature.
That's amazing.
That'd be pretty cool.
Misha's like, I didn't think
Yeah,
about
not
that.
going to lie.
I did think about that.
Okay.
I'd be real
Alright,
stoked if that happened.
That'd be pretty dope.
My assumption is that they might just pop into the next day for them, and
Yeah.
so
Right.
like history rewrites itself.
I'm gonna
They'll
laugh at
just
this
fall
whole
from the
time.
sky.
They're there. We just like miss each other by like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They're doing the loop, but just we're going different directions.
They wake up at like 8:30 in the room, and like we wake up at 8 or whatever. So like
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
So, not to get too far off again, but thinking about loops. If anybody played Outer Wilds,
I played a little
I
bit.
hear about it though.
Ty
So-
was really into it, though.
so I since the last time we played, I played that game and beat it. It's fucking incredible. But basically, the whole gist is you're in a small solar system, and every 22 minutes, time resets back 22 minutes. Like the sun goes supernova and it explodes, and you're trying to figure out like why is it blowing up, what's going on,
Ooh, I like
pretty
that.
cool.
and it's like a puzzle game. There's no enemies. You're just trying to beat the clock.
Oh, damn.
But a lot of it is like this kind of like, like we figured out, okay, there's where all the instruments are. And in Outer Wilds, it's like, okay, I got to go to that space station over around that planet and get a thing and then go over here. And I've been thinking about this adventure, like, depending on how many loops we do, it's going to end up being this like Outer Wilds speed run of just like,
I mean,
all right, meet up a bunch of old people.
You ever play Deathloop?
No.
That's awesome.
It's kind of a similar thing.
Although actually, I'm trying to because you know that Steam family share thing.
Yeah.
My brother and I just got hooked up, and he has it. So
Okay, it's pretty cool. Like you're like an assassin sent to an island to kill like Jeff Bezos, essentially. A bad Jeff. Well,
Oh, no.
a Jeff Bezos. But like every day, like you only have a certain amount of time to do it, and then the day resets, and you have to kill like all of his generals. So you have to learn their patterns of where they're at on the islands during like the day and night. So then you can just do like a super smooth run of murdering them all to get to him. It's pretty cool.
Awesome, actually, yeah.
So okay,
Okay,
well,
so let's
get
speed
our
run
stuff.
this day. Let's see what's we're gonna see what's under the floor in 137.
Yeah.
We just open that up
Yeah,
right away and go in there.
Why not?
Real quick, before, just while we were like still recapping notes, didn't we get instructions on how to burn down the entire island?
Yes, it's
It was in the
is
green
it
box.
Kevin and Susie or whatever their names are?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have a plan written in the green box to do that.
So, I mean, depending on what the plan is, we could get a ride from Rutsack. We could, like, initiate whatever that process is, leave the
I guess
island
we can
because we got a boat.
check the details on exactly what it entails.
I imagine that is also a failsafe. Like, if Tiffany Malo's killing or dying is a failsafe and we wake up in the room, I almost guarantee that, like, setting the whole island on fire is probably a failsafe, but I'd like to try it. It seemed, first of all, it seems
100%.
pretty cool. Second of all, it could work.
Well, I think whatever is going to help us contain this the most, because Delta Green needs to control this temple, right? Like we
Right.
need to set it up such that. So what I'm just speaking generally. I'm not saying burning the island is
Right.
bad. I'm just saying I think the thing we need to do
I mean, we only
is just
temple.
is
we
like
don't need the rest
have
of
this controlled in a way where Delta Green can like monitor it, make sure it's not used by anyone else, and then also ensure that that Delta Green can use it in the next 70 years or whatever. Unless we find out some other thing about like maybe we don't need to do the ritual.
So-
But it sounds like we need to do the ritual every 7
that. Well, we need info.
Yeah, I said let's go in the hatch.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we haven't been in yet.
So
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And we know how to get
After
the other stuff.
After I'm done shaking this maid, just, what do you say? Ah! Like,
Thank you. And just walk away.
gracias. Let's get out of here.
She speaks English.
Still sing gracias.
All right. Okay. So you go down to 137.
I'm excited because
We
I
sure
love
do.
Lost.
Yeah.
Just like that
The hatch.
shot of the complete dark and us, like
And
the
I think-
four of us opening up the hatch from down
It's
below.
just-
Yeah, I think we
Cameras
all
hands
go
down.
into the room this time too, so like that it doesn't look suspicious with people just standing outside the door like last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all go in that
So
one.
it-
I
I don't
just-
think anybody wants to come in the room.
No.
You know, I bet everybody's like.
So this 137 is just a desk and some chairs and a hatch?
It is, but I hate to pull this card, but it is necessity. You don't have a hotel key to get into 137.
I will grab
Yeah,
one.
get that maid.
Yeah, I'll just grab the maid again.
Are you going to actually?
So how did we get into it? What did we get last time to get into there? I can't-
We
the-
haven't been in.
Yeah, we did. We got it
No,
last time.
we
The
know
hatch?
that we know
No,
no, we know
room.
that room the hatch is in. How do we get into the? Where did we get a card
I think
last
the
time?
key was in
Kevin has the hotel key still in his kitchen, and I hate to pull that card,
So we got to go back there.
but it's just like you can't get into a room that's locked. Like you can't just walk into a hotel
Well,
room.
we'll kick the goddamn door.
But
open.
I
the door
thought
down.
we woke up in the hotel room.
In
You woke up in
237.
237.
So we're
The hatch is on
237 is
137.
looping, and then 137 is a weird room that's
like
mostly
100.
empty that has the hatch on it.
I thought the hatch was like on the floor of 237.
No, it's 137 right below it.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
No, no
Because
worries.
yeah, basically like the blueprints showed that there wasn't a room 137, and so we went there, and that's when we
Right.
discovered,
All right,
yeah.
so we walk outside.
Yes.
Kevin's arguing with the sheriff. We tell the sheriff to go
Right.
fuck himself. We grab Kevin, get in the car,
We
drive back to
fist fight the
Kevin's
sheriff.
place.
Okay, so we'll say that all that. I'll give it to you, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So
Right,
instead of like
cool.
8:37, it's probably like now 9:30
Sure.
or something like
Yeah.
that.
Can
now
you give me 9:15?
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's fair.
I'm so sorry. I know, like
No, you're good.
I
Hold
wanted
us
to give it
accountable
to you
the
guys.
rule.
I did
How
want
dare you.
to, but I'm like, this is a logistic that just can't just like
Yeah.
happen.
is that can we keep the key on us? I'm sure it'll reset when we.
We had it on us
respawn,
last time
but-
and it reset.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I gotta make a joke. We'll never get that hour back. Oh wait, yes, we will.
Nice.
Like, all right, thanks, Kevin. Hi, bye, Sheriff.
Yeah.
Zzz, look.
Yeah,
Right.
Fuck off, Bear.
Acid reflux just starts like a YouTube money making like hustle like a YouTube channel, and it's like, so this is how you're gonna fucking maximize your day. You move to this island, you got 24 hours in a day. That's not fucking enough.
Holy
You fucking fall asleep, you wake up, you got 24 more
That's
hours.
amazing. Real life hyperbolic time chambers.
So just so I know,
Yeah, wait.
so I
good,
can keep
good
track.
question. If we work out, do we keep our gains for the next day?
Unfortunately, no. That's just what a time loop is. I'm so
Study
sorry.
only.
The grind set just doesn't work like that.
yeah.
Just so I know and I can keep track. Did you tell Kevin to do the same things as the morning previous?
Get the instruments.
Get the drum and the flute. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Probably.
And because
Yeah.
I already rolled for those, it's already a success because I don't have to re-roll.
Do we want to
for
try to have him
those.
get the bell too?
But
Where do we get the?
wait, maybe
The bell was from the lady at the lady.
okay. We got a lot to go.
No,
over
because
now.
we need to get her stuff. We need to go there, get the.
But do we need the scroll, or because we know the ritual?
He
that's
knows it,
good.
so I don't think
or
we
do
do
we
it.
physically need the scroll to be there
I don't
as a
think
part
so.
of the ritual?
That's a good question.
We'll
I
find
would.
out.
I think I
Yeah.
would know that based on what I learned. Do we need the scroll, or do we just need to know the ritual?
You just need to know the ritual.
Okay, and I know
Okay.
You know it.
that. Okay,
Nice.
cool.
And then do we remember the code? Like we have all of our memories.
I think Acid
from-
Reflex would definitely remember the code.
Oh yeah.
But I don't mean to like speak for your character,
yeah.
but I feel like the Acid Reflex would just be like math
100%.
meme where he's just like,
No, we remember everything. we
From
just don't have
yesterday.
physical stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then if I call my wife,
oh, do you call it?
yeah, because so
Okay.
the previous day when we were doing all this, I called my wife as a test
Yeah.
to say if we wake up the next day, I'm going to try to see if she remembered me calling the day before.
Sure.
So I, in my head canon, think, well, actually, I've invented this fucking character, so this is canon. This is what makes Duffy call his wife every day on missions.
Oh, nice.
It's like this now being like, well, if I can talk to her every day, I can set like a time anchor where I can know.
love
Oh, it's your
That-
constant.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
my
that.
spinning top. So does she remember us talking yesterday?
She doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. So, yeah.
There we go.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right.
So yeah, let's fucking go to 137.
So, oh wait,
Smash cut.
Did we get the bell, or are we
No,
trusting?
I think we should go get the bell because we should try to get the sedatives as a backup plan for Malo. I think that's
yeah.
so.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds right.
So,
And
I don't trust Kevin to figure out how to get all that stuff.
No.
Well, I mean, he since I rolled for it yesterday, it has to be a constant for today, so it has to be the same numbers.
Yeah.
But he does successfully get the drum and the flute again.
Cool.
Yeah.
if we direct him to, so then we can sedate the old lady or whatever and get the bell.
Yeah, we'll have to do that part. But I think we're going to go into the hatch first and then go get that from the lady. All right, that's the plan. Hatch.
Yeah.
Come up. Go get Bell. Get items from Kevin. And then figure out how we're going to
Well,
get
I'm
up to
wondering
Malo.
if maybe we should get the bell first, because what if everything we need to do is underneath there?
I was thinking, what if it's like a
Sure.
barbarian situation? We get stuck down there.
Oh, that's true. Very, very, very
Never-
good point.
Never
Okay.
seen it.
You should see
dude,
Barbarian?
you would really like that movie.
It's fantastic.
Would I?
Yeah. I think you would.
I don't really
Yeah.
watch horror movies.
No, it's a good horror
No,
movie.
yeah, I think you would like it.
All right.
Like,
It's not
it,
that.
you think it's going one way, and then it just swerves you the other way, and it just gets even better.
Yeah.
Like,
All
I didn't think it could be cooler, and I'm like, oh, this guy way cooler.
All right. Well, maybe I'll check it out. But anyways, I think we should get the bell. Everything.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So
Like,
we go
while
there.
we do
I
that,
agree.
Kevin gets the other shit. We meet
I
up with
agree.
him.
All right, so we go.
Speed run all that.
Speedrunner, I'll give it to you guys. They already happened. We rolled for everything. Same thing
Nice.
happens.
Yeah.
You get what you get.
We're going to take the sedatives this time, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
we
that's
just
gonna
get
be a
little
different
trippy.
thing.
We get gold splits for every single one of those actions.
Because Lenore Graves is
Speedrunning
freaking
joke.
out, I'm going to give Meredith a -2 per alertness roll while you're ruffling through her bag.
Will there be well, who wants to try to take it from her? Will be stealth, probably? There's no sleight of hand.
I
think stealth is the stealing thing.
I crit failed, so I'm just going to give that to
Well, I
you
got a
guys.
10 in my stealth, so...
I got 70.
Well, then I'll have you do it. I'll be like, hey, Duffy. how's it
11.
going? Strauss, go
Great.
take that shit.
Crit.
Yeah, she is just like, oh my god, Lenore, oh my god, I'm so sorry, because I don't know, if you do anything different,
She
she might not
scratches
attack, yeah. Same thing happens, scratches you, she's just apologizing.
Scratches me?
Well, with the hat pin, she like,
Whoever tries to go grab the bell.
yeah, whoever tries to grab the bell, Lenore, so just same thing happens yesterday, she attacks you, you grab the bell.
I feel like one of us would hold her down. So she doesn't
Snap
get
that
scratched,
old
you know?
lady's bones like twigs.
Or maybe that happened.
Turn her wrist into sawdust.
I mean, either way, the same thing happens, so the same numbers applies, and you guys
Right.
still get the bell. So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna have to re-roll that scenario at all for anything.
Right.
So what are we thinking? Like noon?
Okay, so if you went to Kevin's to get the hotel key, if you went across the island, which I think Lenore Graves is
Yeah,
closer to the top, then it would probably be like another hour. So at this point, it would probably be around.
all the instruments to the south.
I'm so
South-
sorry, I did not hear that.
Kevin gets all the instruments that we told him to in the
Yes.
south part of the island. Then
He
we meet
does.
back up.
It'd probably be around like 11:30 ish.
Probably want to eat something before we go down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get like carbo load.
Yeah, in case we got
Carbo
run a
load
lot.
before Azathoth.
Get a good pump before we get down
I eat
there.
like a locomoco gravy.
They
before
probably
I
have a
go
good
in.
locomoco on the side.
Oh yeah.
Do they?
I hope so.
I don't
Better.
think so.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
think
trust
so?
the Lady Coconut.
Okay.
All right.
So you're now at the cafe with the sedatives, bell, flute, and drum. Is Kevin with you, or did you ditch him?
Dude, it sounds
I
like
guess.
we're going to like a Grateful Dead jam.
Right?
I don't know. What do you?
I don't think Kevin gets in the hatch.
Kevin doesn't. Well, he's not allowed on the
Yeah, he
premises.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
let's-
doesn't even. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh, is he at the
home.
cafe with you? Is what I meant.
Oh.
I think
He
we probably
wants to
meet
be.
him there.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'll say why not.
If he's hungry.
Yeah. He can have, yeah. He has to order his own spam masubi.
He has to
though.
pay for
Yeah,
himself.
we're not paying. Yeah. We're like, can we get 2 checks? It's us 4, and
Oh
then
my God,
Kevin.
dude. That's so sad. dude.
So he's like, he just wants to be part of the team. That's just devastating.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he never will be.
The budget doesn't account for him.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're like, we have to turn all these expenses into Delta Green. If they see that we bought 5 meals, they're gonna really ask.
You know how
and-
per diem works.
Yeah.
Granted, he is part of Delta Green, though.
You know how per diem works. Oh, man. And he totally gets it.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
he's-
yeah, yeah.
he's been
Classic.
there, yeah.
Classic.
He hates the paperwork.
What does Kevin do for it? What is his job? You ever think about that?
Yeah. So what?
What is his
What did
job?
he
He's
do
an island
before he got
troll.
recruited?
So
What did
Kevin,
he do before he got recruited? I want to know.
Yeah, I want to
Before-
ask him. Hey,
Yeah.
so Kevin, what did you do before you worked for Delta Green?
gosh, this is I'm gonna have to make this up on the
Oh,
fly. I didn't
nice.
quite plan that.
He was
Before
an Olympic speedrunner.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Or Shin's got taken.
Paid the ultimate price.
He'd probably be like, "Yeah, I did everything. I climbed stairs. I was a fireman. I ran the distance. You know, I did jumping jacks. I did all the things that involved shins. It was amazing."
Can I make a human check on all that? Because I don't believe any.
I think you could still do jumping jacks without shins, right? Like,
it'd be tough.
I don't think you can like jump
You
without
gotta
the knees.
generate a lot of
painful,
power from
yeah.
your hips.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you couldn't jump as
Yeah.
much. I mean,
I think you still could. You're just like
Well,
spreading your legs out.
Well, it's
but
all
yeah.
coming from your hips at that point. You
True.
would need to bend at the waist and then extend.
yeah, his
from
shins
there.
must be muscular at this point.
Oh,
Like,
God,
he's
yeah.
got giga shins.
Yeah, his fucking
Or his
thighs.
thighs, yeah.
Just crush a watermelon.
Wait,
Yeah.
is there a difference between shin and thigh at that point?
Well, it's because like
Isn't
he
it all
can-
just one
It's a
muscle?
shy.
he
It's
still
both yes and no at
he
the
still
same
has
time.
like a joint on his like foot, right? Like on his ankle. So like that's the muscle. His the shin from his ankle is probably giga.
I mean, he doesn't have ankles. It's just
Wait, I thought-
knee and then
He's
like
gotten
foot.
from,
That's what I mean,
from
like-
King of the Hill.
Yeah.
just,
He
like,
has an
stumble
ankle
walks.
though, right?
No,
Wait, I thought he doesn't have
No.
knees.
he doesn't have knee. Well, he's like standing on his knees, basically. He has like a little prosthetic to like be a flat foot.
I
but like
misunderstood.
there's
I thought like his knees got like erased and
Oh,
he just
no.
had like these like you know like yeah, he just had
Like just chopsticks.
yeah, and he was kind of
legs.
waddling, you know, because he doesn't have knees.
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
too.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. Well, our
Okay.
interpretations.
I'm
are...
so sorry. I described it terribly
We're
for
learning
11
so much of
episodes.
this
So
last
wait.
episode.
His feet is the end of his knee. You're saying?
Yes.
His feet is
Okay.
the end of his knee.
Wow. Okay, that's way different. Yeah.
I'm so,
You
like
definitely can't.
for
jump that.
11 for 11 episodes. I feel like I failed you all. I'm
Oh, no, I
so
know.
sorry.
Cotton
Functionally,
from-
not much
I
different.
got it.
I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
cotton
Yeah,
though.
I got it.
I knew.
All right.
Okay.
Don't lump me in with these weirdos.
I'm so sorry. How could you? Both of you. How could you? Okay.
You know, an extra negative 20.
I like my
Yeah.
rendition better.
Should have drawn a picture.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
You know
True.
what?
If out of anybody, I need fan art of.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
no, I mean,
Yeah.
Misha art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originals.
Yeah.
Fan art
Okay.
of her own.
So,
Yeah.
but what? I guess I mean we feel like Kevin. What do you do on the island to make money while you're here? Are you like a? I don't want to say handyman because I don't know how handy you can be with stuff, but I'm just wondering what do you do to
Well,
make?
live
And,
off
or do you just live off whispers? Are you a trophy husband?
so I think we went over this in like the first or second episode where
Maybe
we
I forgot.
first met, but I'll just recap. So Kevin is like the all around handyman for all of the people on the island that have been there for the
Oh.
longest. So if someone is like
He's a neighborhood handyman.
he's the neighborhood, so he can like fix sinks, plumbing issues.
Can he?
That is exactly the guy.
Well, he's like the janky person who's like, oh yeah, I'll fix your shower, but then he puts like a 7-Up bottle as like the shower head
That
and
100%
shit.
tracks.
Yeah.
Just like that's Kevin.
After working in the tile industry, I know Kevin.
Yeah.
But that's what Kevin does. He's just like all around handyman. He just kind of does everything that
Okay.
janky, but he helps around the island.
So, what did he do before Delta Green recruited him? Like, what was he like? Like in the military?
I'm gonna say he was probably military. He's a sharpshooter, maybe. Like he's very really likes guns and shit. He's very good at killing people. Headshot.
That is a very different Kevin than we know.
Yeah, I would go, Kevin. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a second.
You
Yeah.
can human it if you want. It's fine. It's
No,
either
not
that or
in
he
that,
doesn't.
not in that way.
Or
I'm just
like-
oh, different life.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
different life. He was 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
He just keeps getting taller.
He
Who's
used
the
to
world's
be-
tallest man?
He used to be 7'13". He used to climb
Such
every
a
stair
promising
in sight.
NBA career. It wasn't
even-
short by
yeah.
Delta Green.
And he's like, that's why Delta Green recruited me. I keep their secrets up high. You know, so
Yeah,
tall,
yeah, yeah.
so tall.
Just built extra shells. So I just store them up there. No one else can get them. So, all right. We smash cut to us in the room. We got the
Yep.
key.
Yeah,
Beep,
do we
beep,
get-
boop.
Do we get stopped by anybody?
Okay, one sec. Doing some math here.
Fight some motherfuckers.
Are you bringing a new vessel? Or are you just bringing the
Oh,
instrument?
that's a good question.
Yeah.
I forgot about that bit.
Yeah.
You're the only one that knows the ritual, so technically you're the only one
Yeah.
that shouldn't forget about that bit.
I don't know if I feel comfortable just taking this lady's kid if that's who we're gonna like.
Yeah.
Unless we're gonna do the dude that works there, the shitty.
I was thinking.
Hanson or
I was
whatever
thinking
his
that
name
guy.
is. Taylor Hanson. What was his name?
Huxley?
Yeah, that
Huxley.
motherfucker.
You guys just do not like Huxley.
Well, that brings a question. What happens if the vessel dies for any reason?
There is nobody to complete the
well, I guess I mean
gets released.
Well, I'm saying what if the vessel
So,
we transfer the
according-
vessel and then the vessel dies?
According to what we know, supposedly, then Azathoth wakes up. But that's just according to what we've been told.
Interesting. So
We don't actually know.
Yeah, there is.
We don't know anything.
I don't want to find out if we're right or wrong.
Yeah, there's a little incentive to. So there's a slight incentive to get someone who's a believer of this, like someone who wouldn't willingly put themselves in danger because they know if they die before it's transferred. Someone, you know what I mean? Someone who Delta Green can easily contact later because they have to transfer the vessel, right?
More like somebody that Delta Green's going to keep in a prison cell forever.
Okay, well that sucks, but
Yeah. So do we want to put a kid in a prison cell, or do we want to blind Huxley and put him in a prison cell?
Duffy still thinks if we just keep doing this ritual, we are no better than the people on the island, and then Azathoth, whatever his name is, just still
there's nothing inherently wrong with
power.
the ritual before it started affecting people. I think if doing the ritual every 7 years itself, if that actually is keeping him asleep, right? Then that's a good thing. The only thing that was bad was when people started disappearing because they started sapping life force to try to wake up.
So
Azathoth.
we need to reset.
We need to stop the time loop, but I think the ritual is going to have to continue. But we have to break the time.
Do we
loop.
know if that's the only way
Definitely
to
disagree.
break this time loop is to perform the? I think maybe I asked this last episode, but knowing what I know about this ritual now, is performing it the quote unquote correct way? Is that the only way to break the loop?
You would assume so.
Because
it's the only thing we know, but we know it will break the loop.
Because Frederick Mullow wrote a different one, right?
Yeah.
He wrote a new one, and that's what's doing the power sapping now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That kind of seems to be one-to-one connect. So
we do need to find another vessel.
If Delta Green is going to imprison the vessel, then it makes more
We
sense
know,
that we wouldn't need a young person, and we could be mean about it and be like, yeah, whatever, grab some convict who's 50, and then they can just do the ritual every 20 years or something. Well, they wouldn't want a 50-year-old because there's some risk there, but like a heart attack or something. God, what would happen if just a random heart attack happened to the vessel? I feel like there should be some protection there.
That's for Delta Green to figure out.
Yeah, what's the insurance?
So logically, because you already know this information, I'm just going to go through it. They always the cult before that was doing all of the every 70 years, they would always do a young person that would live out the 70 years most likely.
I know, but just
So
anything
is there a
random
reason-
can
Does
happen.
it have to be 70 years?
It has to be 70 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we have to do it to the kid.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. I forgot. I didn't realize it had to be 7.
Or a college student, like a 20-year-old could live to 90. That's not out of the
Let's skip the
question.
kid. Fuck him.
Yeah, get the rich kid.
Well, I mean, Delta Green is not. They're not the good guys, so that is an option.
No, it's fair. It's fair. I'm just laughing.
Well, that's the
'cause,
thing. We can't take the kid. His mom can see. How are we going to take the kid with us when the mom's there?
Good question.
We're just going to be like, hey, could you go make us some sandwiches in the back, and then just run out with the kid?
What are the consequences?
I'm just saying, we gotta, are we gonna just be like, hey, we're taking your kid later?
Sure. We wake up the next day and it didn't work. Everything goes back to normal.
Yeah.
Or we wake up the next day and everybody's saved and we get the fuck off the island.
Yeah,
True.
I'm kind of with you on that one.
I still think we should try to burn the island down and see if the ritual's tied to the island in
Well, you
any
know
way. We were given specific instructions. Again, there's almost no consequences. I'm
with you on that, and I just think we need to see what's under the floor, and then maybe burn the island.
Yeah, I think Duffy in his mind, he's just like,
I kind of forgot that we needed a
I don't get
a
the
vessel
burn
if
the
we were going to
island
do
thing.
it, so that's the only reason I want to get all that.
well, I think
First.
Sure.
so. Duffy just his understanding or his perfect idea of Delta Green is to stop the unnatural, and by
That is what we're supposed to do. Just stop or destroy anything unnatural.
Which is
Right.
fair if
And
we
by
believe that would
continuing
work
the ritual and just doing it again and stalling it for 70 years, he's thinking I don't really know, first of all, in his mind, if that's what we were sent here to do. Second of all, if that is really gonna work. So he would rather try everything he can to see if the ritual's tied to the island at all, because it's tied to that temple, which is...
Yeah.
Well, here's a question.
Let's get down there and see what the temple looks like.
Yeah.
And if anything, we can pop up.
We just need more.
I do
we
want
just
to
need more
down
info
first. Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
So my question is Strauss is the person that knows this ritual.
Yes.
He can conduct this ritual, start the ritual. You would also know through the ritual's readings the consequences of it being unsuccessful.
What are the consequences of being unsuccessful?
If Azathoth wakes up, we are all part of his dream, and everything in existence ceases to exist.
Oh, perfect. We just kill the vessel. Doesn't matter.
Well, if everyone dies.
It either doesn't have any effect, or it's no longer our problem.
That's,
Wait, I'm confused.
that is so dreary, but correct.
Wait, I'm confused. So you're willing to destroy the universe for a rogue?
We
theory?
don't know if it does.
Well,
We're just told.
But risk? Are you not risk averse? you're like, oh yeah, it's
We don't know. We don't know.
Nobody will blame me because everyone will be dead. I don't have to worry about it either way.
Exactly.
What? That's terrible.
Okay,
You're a terrible Delta Green agent.
No, I'm a great Delta Green agent
What
because
the
I don't
fuck?
want to fuck with the unnatural.
Jesus, you have no respect.
I mean,
for
technically, we
existence.
stopped the unnatural from happening.
Yeah.
It just can't never happen again because nothing exists.
I died. I
Just
died
because
doing my job.
just
ultimate
'cause
Delta
these
Green agent.
weirdo whack jobs are blinding children every 70
Yeah.
years or whatever they're doing
All that matters
doesn't
is
mean
I
they're
did my
right.
job.
But I guess my question is, would Strauss relay that information, or would he keep it to himself?
No, I would share that that's what they believe.
Okay.
That's what the belief in
Sure.
this ritual is. So.
Amber Alert.
There we go.
We got real life
Oh.
emergency here.
Wow, as we're talking about kidnapping this kid.
Oh my god.
It's on us. The Amber Alert's on us.
Oh my
Um,
god.
That is really uncanny. I'm uncomfortable
Crazy.
with those.
Yeah, don't move the Riverton. You're fine.
The FBI is like, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
We're
listening.
listening.
Yeah,
We're
All
paying
right.
attention.
If this was like this is a test, I'd be like, oh shit,
Yeah,
yeah, they're
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
listening.
All right. Well,
All right.
so I know what they say the consequences of the ritual failing are.
Yeah.
Whether I believe it or not, I don't,
Right, let's
I don't
go to
really
that hatch.
believe it.
Yeah.
But I think Strauss is under the impression that the only way to stop us looping is to do it. It's better to do it than not. But as for continuing for like waiting for 70 years and doing it again, he doesn't care about that.
Sure.
That part's bullshit.
Yeah. If anything, that is up to Delta Green. They
Yeah.
can figure that
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
out.
All right,
Yeah, we need to see what's in that hatch.
Let's hatch it up.
get in.
Get
Open the
in.
door.
Okay. It's about,
Slide in.
And you're not bringing a new vessel.
Not yet.
No,
No.
Only
not,
guns.
not this loop.
But I do think we should, like,
Think about who.
I think we should.
Oh.
Mine was late. There we go.
Non iPhone user over here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do think we should, man, if that kid passed you, you wouldn't even fucking know.
I didn't
it.
have my iPhone.
I mean,
I got
normally
an
I would look.
Android,
Normally
and
I
I got the alert.
I'm
Crazy.
assuming one of you looked at it.
Skill issue.
Skill issue.
I feel like we could probably either ask Kevin or try to find the supplies in like a store closet in the hotel. But if we could get like zip ties, like
Oh.
just basic things that we might need in case the shit.
Just stuff to
I'm
bind
assuming
people.
Kevin as a handyman would have that stuff.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Just take
Like
his shit.
Like,
a
yeah.
tube sock full of fucking locks and like a, like a big knife.
I'm going to
Duct
assume that
tape.
a knife on an island
Duct
is not
tape.
going to be a rare thing. So, like, yeah, I'll get duct tape.
Well,
So
I just
theoretically,
Oh my word!
Why?
how many kids are you kidnapping over there?
Yeah, that's what that. If you kidnap them, they send you the alert. That's how it works.
we're coming.
It's so morbid. You shouldn't be laughing,
Oh,
but it's like,
man.
oh my god. Okay.
I hope they find that kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, just so we can get all the supplies that we need in case the shit goes down. I know we probably have guns.
Yeah, I think
Duffy said
we
that
have
he brought body armor.
Yes.
But just like simple, like maybe rope,
Close combat.
zip ties. Yeah.
So in
Shit
case
that
we do
might
need to like just bash somebody and take them,
Yeah,
make
yeah,
them
yeah.
part of the ritual.
Okay. I'm going to say about this point, it probably is about one.
We
after
do
you
need
get
an
all
eye.
that.
We do need a knife to. If we got to blind somebody, we need to either cut some eyes or.
We got thumbs.
That's true.
Oh, man, dude,
Fucking
those
Rambo
suckers.
style.
Yeah. I was actually on the way here. I was thinking like, what if? So we know when we walk in on Tiffany, we know Brigands isn't going to react. He didn't even. I don't even. If he had a gun, he didn't use it last time. I remember we disarmed him and he just stood there. What if one of us just goes up, two thumbs in Tiffany Marlowe's eyes? She's not going to fucking grab a gun out of her desk and shoot herself at that point. Then we can just fucking
We'll just
use
stop her from-
We gotta get to her before she does that.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, no,
well, actually,
yeah.
I think
She
she
didn't-
called him off. I think
Yeah.
that
She
if,
did.
I think that if we,
But we can just walk in and shoot.
Yeah, we walked in there and she didn't she wasn't afraid of us. She didn't move. She didn't reach for a gun. He didn't reach for a
Yeah.
gun. Like if we just get the jump on him, we might be able to just
Okay,
like.
So that is
that's
an
fair.
option.
That's fair.
But
Chris had a brain blast.
Whisper. Is she a veterinarian or is she just a normal doctor?
She's a normal doctor.
I would say maybe she has trank darts. It's
Ooh.
fucking trank dart.
tight.
Tiffany Marlowe.
just kick down her door and
That'd be awesome.
Why do you want to kill her again?
No, what? Kill her. Shoot her with a trank dart so she can't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
we'll
All
make
right.
her the new vessel.
Oh.
Maybe.
Make her the new vessel.
Well,
Damn it. She might like
I
that,
guess
though.
is she
Yeah.
gonna live another
Fucking
70
weirdo.
years?
I would say she's probably in her late 20s, so it's questionable.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what type of...
She's a billionaire, though. She probably has that weird health care. You know?
Yeah, she's like, yeah, she's injecting like new blood into her and all that shit.
Like baby blood.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, so right now it's about 1.
Cool.
You go to room 137 with your prep bags and everything.
So wait, we don't have a blind.
We do not have blind
Okay,
person.
Yeah, we're not going to
We're
send
gonna
check.
If anything, we'll just run up real quick,
Yeah.
grab
somebody, grab my stuff.
We decide we're going to do it right now.
I think we want to. I think the
We
main
just need
goal
to know
right
what's
now.
in there.
We want to see what's down there, see if the other agents are there,
Right.
and then
See if the brother of the old guy, the last
Yeah, we
vessel,
gotta
is
find-
there.
Also, just
Because yeah,
realized,
I think we need to get the old vessel.
And we don't even know if he
Yeah,
is. We
true.
assume he's the old vessel. We don't know.
and we can't burn the island down if we haven't found the agents, because then
True.
they could die.
True.
So.
Very true. So all right, we beep bop 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 boop boop.
Yep.
Keep code.
Yeah, the first code, the one that I was given without any alteration.
I'm so sorry, sweetie. I wish I could keep up with you on that level.
No, it's good.
I know what
Go
I
for it.
am. I am a bog banshee.
When it works, acid reflux is gonna go. Okay.
Light turns green, and you hear a click.
All right.
Is there a slide or a ladder?
Does it open up?
There's like a latch. You can
Yeah. So it pulls up.
just darkness.
Ace gun drawn.
Flashlight
Yep.
down there.
No,
What
okay.
do I see? Click, click.
You notice that when you shine your flashlight down into the darkness, you know how light emanates? So there's like, there's where you're pointing the light is like you can see, but then it kind of just like gets darker when you don't have it focused. You notice that your flashlight shines down there, but it's like in a cone. There's no emanating. It's just kind of eerie how there's just no like emanating light. It's just a cone of light.
But is it just like a empty cement room? If I flash my flashlight around, I don't see any furniture,
You don't see any furniture. You do see
Slate
ladder
walls.
steps, like very steep ladder steps going down, and you see like a concrete, like a stone brick floor.
So is it like basically like there's like a cylinder column with the is it stairs or is it a ladder?
It's like steep steps going down.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I
So
would
it's
go
gonna be pretty
down.
wide then.
So I didn't get the
They
light.
have steps that go around the edge, right?
Is it spiraling or is it
It's
straight?
not spiraling. It just goes like straight down at like an angle. Yeah.
All right. Well, Strauss will take
let's
the
go
lead.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a flashlight as well. Gun out as well.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
gonna
go
cast
first.
Dispel Magic real quick and see if that does anything.
Yeah, is this
just-
deeper darkness or just regular darkness?
When she was talking about emanating light, I was like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. All 4 of you descend into the
Yeah.
stone. Okay.
I think Ace will take up the rear. He'll kind of like
Sure.
usher everybody down and
I
kind of
suppose-
look behind
wait,
us as we go
yeah,
down.
Should we have someone like guard the entrance so like someone doesn't close the latch on top of us
Yeah,
or something?
Reflex can do that because he's a newbie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. All right. I'll do it.
Also, do you really want to go down there?
I mean, kind of, yeah. But I think what would be worse is if someone's like, okay, and they just close the latch on us.
Is there other stuff up here? Like, is there anything else in the room? Right?
Well, the
No,
room is
nothing
just
else in the room.
a desk and like a chair or two or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
which
that's
way does the
basically
door
it.
open to the room?
It-
Not
oh.
the latch.
The latch opens like towards you to go down.
I'm sorry, the room.
the door?
The doors
door to
open
the room.
inwards. They typically open inwards, right?
Inwards towards
It's the hotel
room.
room.
Yeah.
Okay, can we take one of the chairs and just lodge it up against underneath
Sure.
the door
Okay.
handle?
Oh, all right.
So
Yeah.
that way
Smart.
we know that we're going to be the only people in the room at least. If anything fucky happens, I don't know.
I like
but-
it. Okay, yeah, good
Whatever.
call.
We'll
yeah,
just,
let's
we'll
do
just
that.
sit down in the darkness for
Okay,
12
then I'm
hours before
coming.
we reset.
You know? Yeah,
We
exactly.
can just shoot ourselves and we'll
Yeah,
respawn.
yeah, that
I
too.
suppose that's true, yeah.
Okay. This makes my job easy, Bill. All right, so you get down into this dark room, and it smells.
How far down is it?
It's about 1 story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It smells like moldy. It smells like a basement, basically, and it's like it smells like. You know how you feel like leave something in the fridge for an X amount of time, and then you open the container up, and it's just like it's just far past the mold stage. It's just
Yeah.
like dried up and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It smells like that.
Okay.
So,
And,
I'm so sorry, go ahead.
oh, okay. Oh, no, you go, because then I'm about to get into something.
It's just been super video gaming so far.
Mm-hmm.
Are you cool with us having like the blueprints with us downstairs? I know they're probably in reality pretty big documents,
Mhm.
but are you cool with us like tracking our progress? Like, okay, now we're probably in the basement.
I don't think do we have a
blueprint.
copy of the blueprints, or do we find them online
It's
and
email. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming.
So we do have it on his phone.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm assuming Acid Reflex would remember the password and email address, so he could be able to get into it at any point.
Well,
Maybe
let's
we can go
service
to,
like down here.
Kinko's and figure it out. But
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, can we just be able to look at the blueprints and be like, okay, we should technically, in theory, be in the basement right now.
Yes.
Good call.
And that's what we determined, right?
Yes.
Is we should be in the basement.
I don't think any of this is mapped out on the blueprints.
It was blacked out, but it is under
Right.
room.
Right, but there's no
yeah.
there was no blueprint of this temple.
Gotcha.
No.
Okay.
Or the
Yeah,
basement
okay,
level
okay.
even.
'Cause
The
that would
lowest
be-
level was the first floor on the blueprint.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Cool.
So, how do I'm gonna roll. Just let the dice roll, right?
Oh, boy.
I get to the bottom of the stairs and sweep my flashlight around. What do we see?
In Duffy's ear,
Ugh.
you hear just a whisper. They have the sigil.
Ooh,
What does
that's
it say?
creepy.
They have the sigil, and it's just a whisper, and then you hear like footsteps running away.
Duffy would scream and start shooting. No, but in reality, okay, are we all in a straight line?
I don't know. Are you?
Christ.
It depends on how
That
you
was-
guys
that was
stand
my
out.
thought. I would go down first. It depends on what you guys are behind.
So if
Oh,
we're all
also-
in single file,
Also, quick question: Is this a stone hallway staircase, or is it freestanding staircase?
Freestanding, so you can see behind it.
Okay,
Yeah.
important distinction.
Yeah.
so if we're all just theater of the mind wise, we're all standing, the four of us, in a straight line. It goes probably Strauss, Duffy, Reflex, Ace.
Yep, Ace is in the back.
And then let's just say, I mean, this is going to be up to you, Misha, but I'm just ballparking. What are we thinking, like a 20 by 20 square room at the bottom of the
You
stairs?
can't see the walls from where your flashlight
Oh,
is.
okay. And then if I'm ballparking, how far, and I know it's tough because I can't see any
Yeah.
walls, how far out do I think I'm seeing this light go? 10 feet?
10 feet maybe.
Okay. So I
Okay.
know it's bigger than a 10 by 10 foot square. So was it the right or the left of me that I heard that?
Yeah, say left.
So
Left
I
ear.
would probably then, if we're all I guess we probably don't have our hands on each other because we're holding a flashlight and a gun.
Mhm.
So Duffy would probably sweep over to the left, let everybody know that
Something whispered.
Yeah, someone just was here. Sweep over to the left.
Second he says that, Strauss will turn and look. That's
Is there anybody?
You don't see anything, but you hear shuffling, footsteps shuffling away.
who's
and,
down here?
And then whenever I get
confused,
confused, I'm just like, don't get confused. Me, you should just let the dice decide.
I'm gonna make a sanity check.
You won? Okay.
I mean, I would
You
in
won?
real life.
Oh well, I mean, you didn't. Well,
I mean, if someone whispered in your ear and you can't see the person,
Yeah,
That's
this is
pretty- that would freak me
Misha,
out.
does it sound like that they're really close? Like they should be
they're
on
like
the stairs?
right,
Yeah.
you could hear the breath
Does it
on
sound
your
like
ear.
a ghost train?
Okay, so yeah.
But you know what? You know what? I like that.
just for a point.
I like that.
Just for a point.
I pass.
All right, nice.
All right.
But so we look. I look.
So someone's
same direction.
definitely down here with us.
Okay.
Is what Duffy is.
And then in Ace's ear, on the right side, you hear, "They have the sigil, but no vessel, but no vessel," and then some steps scurrying away again.
why don't you come back here? We'll make you the vessel.
Yeah.
I'll tell everybody that.
Yeah.
So they said we got the sigil, but we got no vessel, and it was on my right ear and it ran that way.
Okay.
Okay, everybody has to
What
stay
the hell
together.
is this?
Nobody split up.
Yeah.
All right. So
I keep sweeping around the room looking for any if am I hearing people shuffling around?
you hear shuffling.
Okay, so I'm looking for the
I'm gonna
source
get
of
myself
that.
sandy roll on that.
And
It's a 9. I'm good.
so at this point, all of you start to hear whispers coming from all around you, just saying, "Frederick told us to help. Frederick told us to help with anyone with the sigil, but not to do the ritual, not to do the ritual. What do we do?" And then it's just the voices are
What?
ricocheting off,
echoing,
echoing, and then some one whisper can start over here, but then it finishes over here, and they're just kind of completing each other's sentences, sort of.
Huh.
But you can't find them with your flashlight.
Something casts dissonant whispers on us.
And as they're they continue arguing around you, they're like,
And I'm continuing to sweep and look and find anything.
You can't focus on them. They're just like, you hear shuffling and everyone's just kind of like running around. And they're just like, we must abstain, not sure what to do, must abstain. And as they all say, like, we must abstain, there's like a silence, and then all together, you just hear abstain. And it kind of reminds you of the chanting that you heard from when the ritual started, from the first night you were there. And then a light clicks on.
Huh?
And one moment.
Okay.
You got me, Misha. I didn't think that was going to happen.
I know.
Yeah.
I made a little diagram.
Visual aids.
Because for the players, I know for a podcast it's going to really suck, but I'm going to describe it as best as I can audibly for every listener here.
Check out our Instagram. We'll have photos there.
Yeah. Okay, so I made this diagram.
Oh, that's what that is.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to stand up real quick so I can point out stuff for everyone here. So what you see in this light, and it's like a cone that's just shining directly upwards, and you can't, like, the only way I can describe this light...
Shining up?
Well, it's shining from down. So, like, remember in Mario 64 and then the flight level, and you have to, like, pan the camera up, and then it just kind of, like, you don't know where the light's coming from because it's just, like, by itself. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that. There's no, like, light fixture on the ceiling. It's just, like, this cone that's emanating down. Mm-hmm. And it's emanating down on this platform, and there's 3 steps up to the platform. And on this platform, there are 2 stone beds.
So where are we in relation to this?
I would say you're...
Okay, so this is like ahead of the stairs.
Yeah, this is ahead of the stairs.
Okay.
And there's 2 stone beds on this platform. And then there's 3 like pedestals surrounding the platform.
Makes sense. For each of the items, the beds, the old vessel, the new vessel.
And on one of the beds, you see a person laying there that looks exactly like James Palakiko, but just like if someone took a straw in him and just sucked out all like the life. He's just laying there motionless. His eyes are closed from disuse. They're like molded together.
Gross.
And
that's nasty. I want to go up there. I want to go up on.
Is he still like? Can we see his chest rising?
So slowly.
But that's what I want to check. Is he actually alive? I want to go check his pulse.
So slowly, but yes,
Don't
he does
touch
have.
him.
And this was who? It was John, right? The missing one?
You would assume this is John Palakiko.
Okay.
And what happens if we kill him? Then Azathoth wakes up? That's what we understand.
According to the descriptions in the ritual and everything.
Oh, okay. So wait, is it the case that the vessels like basically stay alive forever until you transfer them, maybe? Or is it maybe that he's just really old?
I would say because of what Strauss has read, vessels only tend to last about 70 years because of the sustaining of Azathoth within themselves.
Juicing them.
So maybe I should have asked this question. I think we've all been under the impression that when somebody becomes a vessel, they just go about their life, and they just have to live for 70 years. Is this what happens?
That was my understanding was that they were stuck there. Like,
same.
I
they
thought
were
that,
imprisoned for life.
Maybe I was just making the assumption that I thought they needed a young one just so that they would live that long.
Well, I thought from what we heard that like the previous vessel was running I thought that John at some point after the ritual was just a normal person at some point.
No, he did. Well, that's the thing. He disappeared. John, his twin never saw him again.
Right, which would lead me to believe he's stuck.
Okay, got it.
Found him.
Okay,
so maybe I needed to clarify that. So would this fit my understanding of the ritual? Like, he was made the vessel, and now he's been here the whole time.
That's what you would assume. Like, he doesn't look like he's moved in 70 years.
So, Misha, I want to make sure.
Bizarre.
Okay, so I just want to make sure. So, like, this is that corroborated by the reports from family that were not a part of the ritual? Because I remember someone saying, like, "Oh yeah, my brother is missing."
John Palakiko's brother.
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah.
Did he report it? Like, they did the ritual, and then ever since I haven't heard of him.
That was what he said that when they did the ritual and he never heard his brother again. They said that something happened during the ritual.
Yeah,
and something happened, but he never knew what.
Okay, I don't. Okay, cool, perfect. So, that clarifies it for me.
Now we know
Yep.
He's one with the stone.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I want to go up and touch him and see if he falls apart in the dust.
No, he doesn't. He's just old man.
I try to wake him up.
Is he naked?
Shake
No,
him.
he has a white and gold robe on.
Okay, so do we need that for the ritual or not?
Nah.
Nah, we should be fine.
Yeah, fuck it.
So, I mean, if I try to nudge his shoulder, does he wake up? Does he respond in any way?
He doesn't. Probably be a good ending point for this episode.
All right.
Well, obviously she's a Democrat, so
Yeah. Wait, is she? Is she? She got a lot of money for
That's ironic, in case everyone is joining late.
Man, this episode has gone off the rails.
I don't think it started on any rails.
Yeah.
You should just like put a casual or this is like very people might get offended warning on this episode. Like,
Look,
Content warning.
yeah.
if you believe that Democrats are stealing babies' blood
Then
or
you're
whatever
right.
it is,
Yeah,
you're a
yeah.
fucking idiot.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
you're
That's
100%
We're
correct.
making fun
Yeah.
of you, and we're okay with that.
Yeah.
Where else do you think we get adrenochrome?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm almost out. Can I...
All right, we'll find some babies on the way out of here.
Nice.
Well, Chris is. I mean, he's got like 5 in the closet.
Yeah, it's true. By the he's a doomsday prepper. So
Yeah,
he's got the babies.
I just have him, goes down to my bunker.
My goodness.
Good lord. All right.
All right, what's in this? We get in this room.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
We go to the hotel.
For the 16th time, we get in the room.
I am laying out these plans for you, and you guys are just like, I'm gonna outsmart Misha, and it's just like, God, no, you guys are gonna start over again. What are you doing?
Too bad.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's all those time loop stories, though. Is
Yeah.
we're just grasping for straws.
Yeah,
we got
exactly.
fucking nothing.